Pookies, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. Today we're gonna go over my, can't get a peek. We're gonna go over my December TBR. I let my father pick my choices. He's not a big camera fan, neither is my mother. So, you'll never catch them in a video, honestly. So, yeah. So I made him pick 8 books for me, and they're very different. They're literally all fantasy. Never picked me a romance, because he's just nice like that. But I did have a TBR kind of like set before he picked, but I wanted to do something different, so we did this, and most of these books weren't on that TBR, but, you know, I am going to add, like, a couple books at the end that I hopefully, like, some honorable mentions that I want to get to before the end of the year. Because this will be my last TBR of the year. So, these books, plus the books I will mention, which is probably going to be, like, a couple. Like, 3 to 4, 3 to 5, whatever. We're going to go through the books he chose. He based it solely off the cover and the title. Stop. No choices on why he picked them. But anyway, let's just get straight into it. So the first book he picked was Heavenly Bodies by Amani Eru. He read the back of this one, glanced at it basically, and then it's like, here. Okay. Also, I'm watching my sister's TikTok live in the background. So if you get that, no you don't. No you don't. Anyway, so he picked Heavenly Bodies. I know this girl. I'm not sure what this is about, honestly. It says, a stunning debut novel, Eru blends romance, intrigue, mythology together, all against the backdrop of a fantasy world you will never want to leave. I think this is mostly like astrology type vibe. I'm not sure that is what it's giving on the cover. I know this is pretty long. It's like 600 pages, I think. It might as well be because it's technically 586. But anyway, this book, I'm not sure what it's about. I'm gonna go in kind of blind. The book he chose was Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. This is like a princess, runaway queen type thing. That's all I really know. It's like the first book in a series. I know that. I just love starting a series, you know. But yeah, I love this cover. I've been wanting to read it, so this is a good excuse. And then the next book he chose was Twin Crowns. I know it's these two sisters, two princesses or whatever, one placed for the throne, and they like fight over it. So yeah, it's kind of long, but and the text is kind of small, so that's great. Love that for me. But people have said this is really good, and Sarah J. Maas blurbed it, so we trust a good Sarah J. Maas queen. Literally, as I said, he just based these off the title and the cover. Yeah, really want him to pick this one. But I said anything on the shelf. But we're gonna give it a chance. That is The Outcast by Taryn Mathrew. I'm not sure. It's the like prequel for the Summoner series. I don't know. Who accidentally summons a demon and becomes that person's name, first commoner summoner. He becomes a secret that the powerful overlords would do anything to keep hidden. Sounds interesting. I just don't know if I want to get into this type of series. But I think it's short, so that'll be okay. It's like 350 pages. Yeah. So that's all I really know. I think he liked it because it said Outcast. The next one he chose was The Young Elites by Maria Liu. She wrote the Legend series, I think. Yeah. A group of survivors, a deadly blood fever swept through the nation. Most of the infected perished, but some of the survivors were left with strange markings, rumored to be have powerful gifts for those who possess them, and through their identities remain secret. This group of survivors has come to be called the Young Elites. So the next one he showed was Court of the Vampire Queen by Katie Robert. Very interesting. I'm surprised he picked this one, honestly. Katie Robert is like known for her, what is the series called? I can't remember, but I can't remember what the series is called, but like Neon God, The Wicked Beauty, Electric Idol, those books like that. But this one is a 5-book series, but in one giant book. It's like 5 novellas. That's why it's like so huge, but also like it's only like 500 pages. No, it's under that. 476. So around 480. Anyway, the last 2 he picked. He said the second book, but I told him that was the second book and I haven't even read the first. So he told me to pick the first. So I have Malice by Heather Walter. This is the Sleeping Beauty retelling. But yeah, these are 2 girls. But in a retelling type thing. So yeah. Last one, he chose Lady of Darkness by Melissa K. Roweridge. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this book many times. I've started it. I'm on page like 133. And honestly, I remember this book. I remember it very vividly. I remember it a lot because I didn't like read it and forget about it because it was very memorable. Like, I just didn't want to read it at that time. So, I do remember this stuff. So, I might just jump in right back where I was and just continue, but I'm not sure. So, we'll see. I think 8 books he chose. So, and then let's get on with my little choices that I hopefully want to read before the end of the year. Books that are, like, really priority for me right now that I want to read before the end of the year because it gives me those like cold winter vibes or like fantasy vibes like in the cold months. It's just, I love it so much. Anyway, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I want to read The Witch Collector by Carissa Weeks. I've talked about this book probably a million times on my channel, honestly. I probably haven't posted it, but I've talked about it in videos. I just never get around to posting it because I never freaking put it in TBR. But anyway. So this is like a witch collector. This girl's sister gets taken by the witch collector, and so she goes and tries to save him, or tries to save her, and like gets captured by the witch collector. I think that's what it is. Because she wants to kill the guy who stole her sister. So yeah, and it's Raven Hair Reader. Like, I love her so much. She talked about this book and it was like very winter vibes. Definitely read it in winter. And I was like, I got you, mommy. I got you. And Adana Monix. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my vlog. Like in the intro. I filmed the intro a couple days ago. So, yeah. Not who gets taken by the king. Yeah, the Onyx King. But she goes to swap places with her brother because she doesn't want him to be taken, so she offers to swap places, and then the Onyx King uses her for her magical abilities to heal his soldiers. So, yeah. And then the next one I want to read sometime this month is God Killer by Hannah Kaner. This is like, this girl kills gods and like makes a living for it, and then she has to help this little girl with a god problem. She's like, her soul is like tied to this god, and the main character can't kill the god that the little girl has a problem with because it'll kill her too. So because their souls are tied. So yeah, go on this like whole like adventure trying to figure out what she can do. The last book I want to read before the end of the year is Forever Never by Lucy Score. It's a thick one, I'm gonna tell you that, but it's very small town. It gives me winter vibes. Just look at this cover. But anyway, okay. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, share, all that stuff. Anyway, I love you all so much. All my links and social medias are linked down below, and I love you all so much. And thank you very much for watching. I love you all. Bye-bye.